Hey there, it's Jess from Head to Toe Health. We're going to run through a breathing retraining program, really good for your rib expansion and activating through diaphragm and pelvic floor. So laying on your back with your lower back relaxed, feet about shoulder width apart, comfortable position. What you're going to do is put one hand onto the lower part of the ribs, so just where that soft spot is in the middle between the ribs, and you're going to take a breath in, filling up the abdomen about 2/3 of the breath and the chest about 1/3 of the breath. So we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds and out for 8, always through the nose. So trying to get the feedback through your hand that you're raising and lowering through this section just at the lower part of the sternum is really important. So you want to try and just maintain that 2/3 to the 1/3 in the chest and that movement and expansion to the front with those ribs. The next exercise we're going to do is to go put your hands just on the lower ribs. So they finish for me just here. So I'm going to put my middle fingers just on the lower part. So I've got an idea of what my abdominal area is doing with my 2 fingers lower, and then the upper fingers are onto the ribs. So we're going to do the same kind of thing, but this time we're focusing on the expansion laterally. So we're trying to expand the hands out to the side. So again, 2/3 to 1/3 of the breath, and breathing in for 4 seconds and out for 8, always through the nose. So you're going to run through 12 to 15 breaths that way, and focusing on that expansion and then that contraction through those ribs. So 12 to 15 of that one, and then we're going to move on to the Swiss ball. So for this, you will need a Swiss ball. You can do it over the chair, but it's a little bit uncomfortable. So you're going to come all the way over the Swiss ball, relax your legs and your arms over the ball, let the head drop, take a few breaths in that position, make sure you're comfortable and stable. Then you're going to put the hands, same kind of position, but through the back on the lower ribs. So a couple of fingers just to monitor the back, and then a couple of fingers just to monitor through the ribs. So from that position, we're trying to expand through the back portion. So we've done the front, we've done the sides, and now we're going to expand through the back. So you're going to get feedback of your abdomen and your chest rising through the ball, and then get feedback of how far you're expanding through those ribs, and therefore the fingers through the back up towards the ceiling. So after that, going through those exercises, we've now improved the anterior, the lateral, and the posterior expansion through the ribs. So from that point, if you stand up and you do some breaths, just trying to open in all those dimensions. Do 6 breaths, again, 4 seconds in, 8 seconds out through the nose, and just monitor the difference that you've received from that exercise.